Welcome to the Digital Opinion. I'm A and today we're looking at Dogecoin. If you couldn't tell from the start of the video, that's my own personal Doge. But today we're looking at Dogecoin and we're also looking at an update on the Bitcoin charts from yesterday. Did it fulfill our prediction yesterday to hit 52K in the short term? Let's have a look. That's all coming up next. So straight into the market, we're looking at Dogecoin versus USDT. That's USD Tether, that is. So we're looking at a one-day chart on Binance, and what can we see? We can see that it's had a blow off top sometime back in May, and it's come tumbling back down, and we can see that it's formed some sort of support at around 16 cents, which looks like the bottom, where you can see it's touched 3 times already, and now it looks like is possibly curling back up and looking to reverse the trend. So what can we see? Well, in the last few months we've been in this downward trend which has formed this this falling wedge pattern, and generally falling wedges generally reverse to the upside and rising wedges generally reverse to the downside. So what's the percentage of the reversal? So a falling wedge has a reversal rate of 70% to the upside and a 30% to the downside. However, if a falling wedge does break to the downside, then it can be catastrophic. It's not going to be a small dump, it's going to be a massive dump. And that goes vice versa for the opposite. On a rising wedge, if it breaks to the upside, it's going to be a tremendous break upwards. It's going to be a massive explosion. And then if it drops down from a rising wedge, again you're looking at some sort of corrective pattern. So what we can see here is that yes, we've been in this falling wedge pattern since roughly the beginning of November, and now we're almost to the end of December. So that's almost 2 months within this falling wedge pattern, and it looks like we've bounced off the previous support levels of 16 cents. Now you can see 16 cents has been the initial support of the first run, which took us all the way up to roughly 44 cents, and it came crashing down to 16 cents, which it wicked, and then continued this rally all the way up to around 75 cents. However, since then we know the market has taken a turn for the worst, especially on altcoins, and altcoins have not seen the peaks that they've seen, or the majority of altcoins haven't seen the peaks that they saw earlier of 2021, where Bitcoin did peak out in May 2021 at around 64k and has since come back down to touch 30k and returned and passed 64k, reaching all-time highs of 69,000. Now on Bitcoin, which we're going to take a look at in one moment, we're currently in a reversal pattern in itself. So we can see Dogecoin currently is trading at 18 cents or 18.5 cents. The low for the day was at around 17, well, just under 18 cents, and the high for the day was about 19 cents. So currently we're trading pretty much even where we opened on the market. Now you can see in my Pathfinder, what I predict for Dogecoin is some sort of reversal back to the 34 cents mark, which you can see where our initial drop to 16 cents saw us push back up to that resistance level of 34 cents, come back down to touch that 16 cents mark, and it looks like the probability is it's going to go back up to test it once again. What do I see happening for Doge? Well, I do see us building up momentum, hitting that 34 cents, and then consolidating between 30 and 34 cents. The reason it will be consolidating at around this level is because it's just exhausted its move upwards. So all that momentum to push the price higher has now which we're predicting will exhaust in the near future, and then it will start building up momentum or strength to then have another push upwards, which would then take it to roughly 44 cents, which is one of the high closes of this year. Can it pass 44 cents? Of course it can, but we're only managing our expectations on the short term. 2022 can be an explosive year for the crypto space in total, but what we are looking for is some sort of confirmation of that, and that would be to break that 34 cents mark, because you can see it's been stuck in this trend for the last, well, for approximately half of the year. For about 7 months it's been stuck in this trend since maybe, well, let's have a look, since June. So since June we came up to touch 44 cents, and then it came back down to 16 cents, and now we've been trading in between 34 and 16 cents. So it only makes sense to go back and test those prior highs of 34 cents and build up momentum close to that price and then have a breakout. However, if it doesn't, then we could see some sort of rejection at 34 cents and then a move back down to the 16 cents mark. So Dogecoin, what does Dogecoin have to offer? To be fair, Dogecoin, the only thing Dogecoin has to offer at this very moment is that it's a meme coin. It's one of the most successful meme coins, along with Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu coming out after Dogecoin. Dogecoin is one of the oldest meme coins on the market. Dogecoin also is endorsed by Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a disclaimer that he owns no Dogecoin, but he does promote the hell out of it. So whenever Elon Musk has a tweet or some sort of positive public sentiment on Dogecoin, the price skyrockets from when he initially releases that information, whether it be a tweet, whether it be an interview where he's mentioned Doge, whatever it may be. Elon Musk is a driving factor of Dogecoin. So if you are thinking of investing in Dogecoin, then I suggest you follow Elon Musk on social media. Reasons being is because you will be ahead of the curve. As soon as Elon Musk posts some sort of positive sentiment on Dogecoin, the price reacts, the market reacts to it. Let's say from where we are today, a move up to 34 cents is about 84%. That is massive gains. And if we were to break that 34 cents and go to 44 cents, you're looking at roughly 140% increase in the value from today's price. That is fantastic gains if you're getting into Dogecoin at this very moment. Now, going to Bitcoin, our last video we talked about a possible reversal and possibly breaking from 48,000 all the way up to 52,000, which it got very close. It did reach $51,500 since yesterday. It has now kind of exhausted its move upwards, because right now it's trickling back down. So it's $50,875 as the making of this video. So what do we see happening to Bitcoin in the very near future? Well, since we predicted yesterday that it would go to 52k and find some sort of resistance at those levels and come back to bounce to retest the levels of 48 to 50k and possibly bounce to the upside from there, it looks like this is in play. So what can we see? From the Pathfinder, you can see that I predict within the next coming few weeks, we're going to go up to test 58k. Once we reach 58k, which is the previous swing high on the daily chart, we're looking at some sort of resistance at those levels. So I do see us touching those levels and coming back to hit the 54k mark, which was massive resistance previously on Bitcoin earlier on in the year. From then, on the bullish case, I do see us breaking that and coming up to touch 62k again, finding some sort of resistance level and coming back to test support at around 55k. If this does happen, you can see it does kind of form some sort of inverse head and shoulders. Now if this does play out, that sets up a massive move to the upside from an inverse head and shoulders perspective. My target is 82,000 in the first quarter of 2022. The pattern I've drawn is finding some sort of resistance at the previous all-time highs at 69,000 and possibly building some sort of falling wedge pattern, which will give us another breakout to the upside, which will see us break all-time highs and sky's the limit. Again, we're in price discovery mode, so we could see all-time highs very soon in Bitcoin. Stay tuned to the Digital Opinion if you want to see it play out in real time.